Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be with all of you this morning at the beginning of the year for our annual Edusave Awards and presentation ceremony. First of all, congratulations to all the students and to their families for the students who are receiving awards today. I'm sure you and your parents and your siblings and grandparents would all be very proud of your achievements. And I hope that the awards will encourage you to do your best, do even better, and come back next year for further awards if you continue to do well. You're growing up in a very uncertain world. 2025, last year, was a significant turning point for the world and for Singapore. Internationally, everybody knows big change was in the US with a new president, a new US administration, which has taken a dramatically different approach towards its allies, towards its friends, towards security issues, towards economic issues, international trade, tariffs, in fact, towards the US role in the world. And that has a big impact on us because we have for very, very many years been good friends of the US and relied on an Asia Pacific which has depended on the US to hold the ring and to keep the region open and peaceful. In our own region, Southeast Asia, ASEAN has been responding to these challenges. But ASEAN has its own issues too. There's a conflict between Thailand and Cambodia, which has been going on now for almost a year, and blood has been shed, and it will be very difficult to make peace and become friends between the two again. In Myanmar, they're holding elections, but it's a country with many troubles, and their troubles affect us too. For example, there are scam centers in Myanmar. And Singaporeans who get scammed, very likely the scammers are operating out of these scam centers. So it's a troubled world and region. But domestically, we have had a good year, which has given us confidence despite the external troubles. But we celebrated SG 60 years, an opportunity to reflect on the progress we have made in nation building, rejoice at how far we have come, and gird ourselves for what lies ahead. The general election turned out well. The voters delivered Prime Minister Lawrence Wong and his team a good mandate. We now have a capable new leadership in place, and we are in a strong position to deal with the challenges ahead. Overall, Singapore did well in 2025, and our economy did well too. Its growth, nearly 5%, way exceeded our expectations. Incomes have gone up, inflation has come down, our PSA and Changi Airport continue to do well, both broke records. PSA handled more than 44 million containers last year, which is a record, and Changi handled 70 million passengers last year, all-time high, even higher than before COVID. So we are in a good position in a troubled world, and there are many countries and MNCs and investors who tell us they wish they were more like Singapore. And what makes this happen in Singapore? It's because we are stable, we are predictable, we are secured, and we are reliable. So we stand out and we become a good place to do business and a desirable partner. Therefore, we can look forward to this year and to the future with confidence. But if you ask me what surprises we can expect this year, I do not know what surprises can come, because the world is still in flux. If you read the newspapers, you see that America is talking seriously about taking over Greenland, which belongs to Denmark, which is a member of NATO, America's allied partner. Between the US and China, there's a stand down in the trade war. They are trying to work something out on trade. But the distrust and the tension between America and China remain. And beyond US-China, there are imbalances in the world trade between the different countries in the world, China and other countries, because China's trade surplus is growing. And in response, we're likely to see other countries react to protect their own industries, put up tariffs, put up import barriers, try to protect themselves, but in the process, hurting international trade, disrupting international trade. And that will hurt Singapore because it'll hurt our exports and it'll hurt our economic growth. Therefore, we mustn't think that just because last year was okay, our problems have gone away. Last year was okay, we must take this very, very seriously. We can't help what happens in the world, but we can continue to do the best we can for ourselves and for our children in this situation. That means upgrading ourselves, each one of us, learning new skills like using AI, so that we can stay useful, stay valued, be able to make a contribution and look after ourselves in life. And our companies also have to adapt to this situation, transform themselves, and reinvent themselves to stay competitive and to keep on offering good jobs to Singaporeans. But we are all in this together, so the government will do our part, developing programs to support individuals and businesses to make Singapore more competitive. And we have the resources to do this, and we will continue to do this, including in the budget, which is coming in a few weeks' time. Young people like you are a big part of this response by Singapore, because we are constantly upgrading your schools, your education, better facilities, better curriculums, better trained teachers. We will continue to invest in you to prepare you for the opportunities and challenges which are coming. And we are creating multiple pathways and opportunities by which you can move forward, improve your lives, and succeed. So we are aiming not just for your academic skills, but also to develop you as a whole person. Skills, knowledge, yes, they are important, but also we are imbuing you with values, with resilience, with a Singapore identity, so that you grow up as Singaporeans, proud of who you are, caring for one another, confident about yourselves, making your way forward in the world. And that's why our Edusave Awards are not just for academic excellence, but also to celebrate your achievements in other domains, in your character, in your leadership contributions, in your community service. We want you to grow up with the skills you will need, but at the same time, we want you to grow up a good person, making a contribution to society and to Singapore. So I hope today's awards will encourage you to do your best, make the most of the opportunities we are creating for you, the opportunities which will come your way, the opportunities which you will create for yourselves, and work with one another to overcome all the challenges ahead and keep the future bright for your generation and for future generations to come. But congratulations, work hard, do well, and I'll see you again next year. Thank you very much.